I created a Wubby's Domination Mode. The final character among all 30 who conquers everyone will be the big winner. And the first battle is already starting with the character, folks. Monk Garp starting off just like this. He'll battle against Kaido. The first battle is about to begin in a few seconds, and may the best one win. Which of the two will be the strongest one in this big battle, Titans? The worst part is that both have a lot of life, and Kaido is already using his second form. Garp is very strong. He has 580 health points, while Kaido has 570 left. However, it is hard to know who will be the big winner of this battle. Remember that the big winner will completely take over the other's area on the world map. Look at that powerful attack Kaido just landed. It was enough to deal a lot of damage to Garp. Right now, Kaido has the upper hand because he has a lot more life than Garp, but that doesn't mean much because both of them have an incredible amount of battle power. But Kaido has 22 health points, thus losing the battle to Garp. And the whole area that was controlled by Kaido was completely taken over by Garp. Next, we have the upcoming battle that will be between Enel, and he will simply be fighting against Sabo. And the battle will begin in 2 seconds, so get ready for an epic clash of titans. Oh my gosh, they started off strong. Enel didn't even give Sabo a chance to catch his breath before he started using all of his power. And he finished the battle. What nobody expected was that Sabo ended up winning, taking over the whole area that used to belong to Enel. That's because you haven't seen the final battle yet, as we're now going to have a big battle between Akainu and Fujitora. Oh my gosh, Akainu didn't even give time for the battle to start and he's already attacking. We need to keep an eye on this fight because it could literally end in seconds. The only issue is that his enemy is Akainu, who is definitely causing a lot of damage and hasn't lost any health so far. Look at this. Akainu's attack is really overpowered. Fujitora only has 40 hearts. If he gets hit by another full attack from Akainu, it's over for him. He doesn't stand a chance. As I say, it's said and done. Akainu won the battle. And the area that was once Fujitora's now also belongs to Akainu. Moving on to the next battle, we have Jinbei versus Kizaru. Oh my, each battle is better than the last one. There's not even enough time to keep up with everything. Oh, Kaizara has already started using light without waiting for Jinbei. There's not even time to breathe. And in just a second, all the life Jinbei had was completely gone. Ikuzaru takes this one too and conquers another part of the world for himself. I really want to find out who the two finalists of this big battle will be, and we are going straight to the next one. Between Ode and Zoro, it's starting in seconds. Oh my gosh, a sword fight. How is that possible? And Zoro didn't start it for nothing. No, he's using every attack he's got. Odin already has 200 health points, while on the other side, we have Zoro with half his health. But he doesn't let the sword fall and keeps fighting with all his might. It wasn't enough letting Odin win this battle. Heading to the next battle because each one gets better than the last. And the next one will be between Shanks and Sengoku. Oh my goodness, Shanks has already started using his hack, hasn't he? He didn't even want to wait to start the battle. Son Goku with 400 health points has already lost almost half of them. While Shanks is super calm talking about reality, he hasn't lost much health. It seems like now he's starting to react. He realized that if he doesn't use all the power he has, he will be easily defeated by Shanks. That's because Shanks doesn't seem to be using his full strength yet. If he takes one more direct hit, it's almost certain that he'll be knocked out. So Shanks takes over all his territory. The next battle will be between Kaino and Lucy. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect this battle, and Akainu, as always, starts attacking with full power, right? It's actually good to know which one is the strongest. I think we already figured it out. Akari doesn't know how to play. He won another battle, taking control of another territory. And the more battles we have, the closer we get to the winner. This time we will have Borakok against King. Oh my goodness. Get ready because the battle will start in a few seconds and it has begun. Hancock has already lost almost half of her life while Kid is going super chill. Because King wasn't messing around in this battle. He left her with 7 hearts while his life is still full. And so her whole area just gives up. Moving on to the next battle with Sanji. And he is going to battle with none other than Monkey D. Garp. I really hope that Sanji has a plan because he's going to need it to defeat Garp. Let's take a look. He's already at half health and Garp didn't even break a sweat in this battle. And it's almost completely eliminating Sand, conquering another area on the world map. So the next battle will be between Kaino once again against King. Both of them won a battle and they are all very strong. And this is shown by how much damage King has already taken in a matter of seconds. Half of his life is already gone while Akainu's remains unchanged. It's pretty much done for because he already has 20 hearts. Yeah, he passed away, expanding even more the area controlled by Akainu. Out of 30 characters, 10 have already been eliminated from the domination mode, leaving only 20 in this great battle. Next, we will have the great battle of Garp once again in the field. But now he will fight against Yamato. Yeah, okay. With just one hit, Garp almost took away all of Yamato's life. So Garp clearly has the advantage in the world map. And the next battle will be between the great king of the pirates against the Lucky Odin. I can't believe that Odin had such bad luck. I noticed it because Odin immediately fell during the battle. He's already at half health and the gold order, from what I noticed, has 600 hearts and he's not even using all of his power. What he has. And even so, he easily defeated Odin. Thus, Odin is completely eliminated and his area is passed to the king of the pirates. The next battle is between Blackbeard and Akainu. I didn't see that coming. A clash of giants. Either one could easily win this battle. The only problem is that Blackbeard has the huge advantage of having two incredibly powerful fruits. Just as I imagined a high-level battle. Caden has already lost a lot of life, while Blackbeard has also lost a lot of life. It's hard to tell which of the two will be the big winner. Let's just analyze. Kane has 250 attack, and Blackbeard has 50 health points. Blackbeard was defeated with 2 fruits. The show demonstrates that Garp and Akainu are the two dominating figures in this tournament mode. The next battle will be between Kizaru, who made a grand entrance, and Luffy. Another battle of fruit bearers once again, but now the level has increased slightly. The issue is that Luffy isn't responding. Come on, Luffy, react soon or the problem will become serious. Akainu isn't even letting him breathe properly. Luffy has 8 hearts and he died. I didn't expect Luffy's area to be taken by Kizaru. And Garp enters the battle again, but this time he will fight with Sir Crocodile. I really want to see what the result of this battle will be. They are two very overpowered characters, and the Crocodile is not letting it slide. The only problem is the damage that Garp can deal. He cleaned the Crocodile's life as if it were nothing. And the next battle has already begun automatically from the King of Pirates. Against Marco of the Phoenix Fruit already has little life left. Marco has 4 hearts. I didn't even finish speaking and he was already gone. And the Pirate King expands his empire even more. The next battle between Ace and Aokiji begins with great intensity. Ace has already lost almost all his life, but he started using the fruit attack. And he passed away. Next battle getting even better between Whitebeard against none other than Mihawk. It's hard to know who will be the big winner because both are extremely strong and use a tool, a sword better. Yeah, but Whitebeard doesn't let it slide. He starts using the fruit powers non-stop, leaving Mihawk with no way out. Right now, he has exactly 200 hearts while Whitebeard has fewer than him. It looked like Whitebeard had the advantage, but I was mistaken. Still, it wasn't enough to win. And in the next battle, Law is going to try to defeat the mighty Katakuri, who looks small. Yeah, but size doesn't matter. He already started off like that. Katakuri maintains the upper hand, having nearly his entire life ahead of him. On Law's side, it's a different story. He's already lost half his health, and Katakuri is still ahead without any trouble. And the game starts to change because Law starts dealing a lot more damage than before, which he couldn't do to Katakuri until he was taken down. Katakuri wins the fight and completely takes over the area that used to belong to Law. In the next battle, we will have Big Mom, who controls a large part of the world, against the very dangerous Rayleigh, who has already started using his maximum hockey power, making Big Mom a little stressed, so she returns the attack right in his face. It seems like both have a good amount of life, but Rayleigh does not have enough power to defeat Big Mom, completely losing his turf to her. And out of those 9, the next next battle will be between Whitebeard and Orchid, a very high-level battle where it's impossible to know who the big winner will be. He just can't get stuck somewhere that would give Whitebeard too much advantage to use his power. He already has 400 hearts, while Aokid was eliminated, and he lost his entire territory because of Whitebeard. Only 9 participants remaining, and among them, Sabo, who managed to win his battle without any doubt. He is going to fight against Shanks. I want to see how this battle will unfold. Oh, Sabo already started attacking to prevent Shanks from getting close, which honestly didn't work very well. Why did Shanks take only a few seconds to get close to Sabo? Both are equally powerful in this battle, and whoever uses more attacks will be the big winner. Sabo has 0 hearts, and Shanks is still alive. In this way, Garp makes a grand entrance after winning every single battle. And he will battle once again with Katakuri to see if his power is really that great. About to defeat an extremely powerful fruit user. He managed to barely take anything from Garp's life, but at least he's trying. With 70 hearts left, he is completely out. Garp being officially the most dominant on the planet so far. Going for another battle right away with opponent Altura, who also defeated a close family member. What a mess. I just want to see what the outcome of this battle will be. Kisara might be very fast, but he's fighting with a really dangerous person right now. And in a matter of seconds, Garp completely takes out Kizaru like it was nothing. Only 6 characters left in this big battle. Next up, we simply have Whitebeard. You're going to try to defend your country against the mighty Big Mom, who has already started using all her power in this battle to show she's here to win. It seems like Whitebeard started this battle with a slight advantage, causing a little more damage than Big Mom. Look at Whitebeard's life. He's got 300 hearts already. Meanwhile, Big Mom also has 300 hearts. How exciting. It's hard to tell who will be the big winner. I have to keep watching closely to know what's happening because there's so much power every second. But for some reason, Whitebeard lost a lot more life in just a few seconds. And he fights back with several attacks and completely clears Big Mama. Oh my goodness. And the entire area that used to be hers is now part of Whitebeard's empire. From this moment on, all battles will be of a very high level. And the next one will be between the Pirate King and the very powerful Admiral Akainu, who so far leads alongside Garp in most parts of the world, not losing any battles. And I really want to know what the result of this big showdown will be. King of the Pirates versus the high-ranking Admiral. Is it just me? Or has Akainu already lost half of his life while the Pirate King remains unharmed? Yeah, it looks like I wasn't seeing things. Akainu has already lost 300 hearts in this battle and hasn't been able to have any effect back on the King of the Pirates. He's losing the battle like it's nothing. He passed away. The Gold Order ended up with only negative 30 hearts, losing all your big area to the King of the Pirates. And in the quarterfinals, we will have Whitebeard against Shanks, the red-haired. A fair battle with 2 very strong characters. Shanks got attacked by Whitebeard but didn't take that much damage. And Whitebeard with practically his entire life. But he just started using the fruit's powers literally now, while Shanks hasn't activated his Conqueror's Haki yet. That can completely change the outcome of this battle that he needs to activate as soon as possible, because his life is almost at the end. Has already lost half of their life, while Whitebeard has only lost 200 hearts. He has the advantage of having much more life, but Shanks has the advantage of being a bit stronger. As they're reaching the end of their journey, they begin to use their ultimate power, and now everything is becoming dangerous. Shanks has 190 hearts and Whitebeard has 300 hearts. I said he starts losing and unleashes his full power at the end of the battle, leaving the Whitebeard with less life than he had. This happened out of nowhere. Whitebeard was winning this battle and Shanks completely turned it around. But things can still change because Shanks has 50 hearts while Whitebeard has 70 hearts. It's impossible to know who the big winner will be. Whoever hits the first attack now officially wins this battle. Well, this time it wasn't because of white drool. Why, Shanks wins with only 20 hearts left. With one arm left, there's Garp, the Pirate King, and Shanks. And obviously, the next battle will be between Garp and Shanks, the red-haired, to find out which of the two is the second strongest in this great domination mode. Incredibly, for the first time, Garp is taking significant damage because until now, in all the battles battles he's been in, he hasn't lost much health. But surprisingly, against Shanks, he's losing a lot of heart. Of course, Shanks isn't gonna let that go easily using all the power he has. The problem is he's already lost half of his life and Garp only lost 200 hearts. He needs to boost his power even more or else he might end up losing this battle. Shanks is like that, right? He starts off losing and at the end of the day, he unleashes all the power he has. Look at Garp's life. Garp lost half of his life for the first time. This hasn't happened until now. The problem is that while Garp has 200 hearts, Shank already has 65. Even though it was a very balanced battle, Garp still has the advantage of having much more health than Shanks. However, that doesn't mean much. He can still win this battle with only 8 hearts. But it wasn't enough to beat the mighty Garp, and so the map is taken over by Garp and the Pirate King. Finally reaching the grand finale between the King of the Pirates and the mighty Garp, both having the same amount of life and almost the same power level. To find out who will be the big winner of this great battle, just pay attention to all the details. It seems that Garp started losing more health than the Pirate King because both of them have the same amount of heart, and it seems like Gold Wargia still has 300 life points. He suddenly lost a lot of health and the battle became balanced. It wasn't balanced before. Garp was losing, but he managed to balance the battle. While Garp has 200 hearts, Gold Warlord has 208. The battle is evenly poised at every moment. It's impossible to know who will be the big winner in the Great Domination Mode. Let's pay attention to all the details because it's attack here, attack there. And all of them can use an extremely high power of Haki. However, Garp reaches the end of his life first, Anti-God Warrior, who has 50 hearts. And this is how we will know the big winner is Garp. With 50 hearts, he defeats Gold Warden, emerging as a big winner in Domination Mode.